Welcome back, chess enthusiasts. Today, we have a thrilling match to cover from the Norway Chess tournament featuring two of the world's top players, Magnus Carlsen and Hikaru Nakamura. Let's dive into the action and relive the excitement move by move. Move 1, e4, e5. The game kicks off with the classic one, e4, e5, setting the stage for an open tactical battle. Carlsen opts for a tried-and-true opening, and Nakamura responds in kind. Move 2, nf3, nc6. Both players develop their knights, with Carlsen's knight eyeing the center and Nakamura mirroring his moves. The tension is building. Move 3, bb5a6. Carlsen brings out the Ruy Lopez, a favorite of many top players. His bishop lands on b5, putting pressure on Nakamura's knight. Nakamura responds with the Morphy Defense, 3a6, challenging the bishop immediately. It's a bold start. Move 4, bar4 bc5. Carlsen retreats his bishop to a4, maintaining the pressure. Nakamura counters by developing his bishop to c5, aiming for an active piece play. You can feel the excitement as both players jostle for control. Move 5. It's a calm before the storm. 5. Onga 7. Carlsen castles kingside, ensuring his king's safety. Nakamura develops his knight to e7, keeping the option to reposition it to g6 and avoiding early exchanges. Move 6. x5, x5. And here it is. Carlsen sacrifices his knight on e5, opening up the center for his pieces. Nakamura accepts the challenge, capturing the knight. The game is heating up. Move 7, d4, b5. Carlsen pushes d4, aiming to open lines and create activity for his pieces. Nakamura counters with b5, attacking the bishop on a4. The board is buzzing with tactical possibilities. Move 8, bb3, bxd4. Carlsen retreats his bishop to safety. Nakamura captures the pawn on d4, winning material but opening himself to potential threats from white's active pieces. Move 9, qxd, 4d6. Carlsen's queen takes the pawn on d4, centralizing and controlling key squares. Nakamura solidifies his position with d6, defending the e5 knight and preparing to develop his pieces further. Middlegame Tactics. Move 10, c3, o. Carlsen pushes c3, preparing to challenge the central pawns and open lines for his pieces. Nakamura castles kingside, ensuring his king's safety. The crowd holds its breath as the tension escalates. Move 11, bf4c5. Carlsen develops his bishop to f4, eyeing the crucial e5 pawn. Nakamura strikes back with c5, attacking white's queen. It's a game of thrust and parry. Move 12, qd, 1bb7. Carlsen retreats his queen to a safe square while maintaining control over the board. Nakamura develops his bishop to b7, aiming to exert pressure on the center and the long diagonal. Move 13, re1 qc7. Carlsen places his rook on the e-file, aligning it with black's king and preparing potential central play. Nakamura moves his queen to c7, supporting his bishop and preparing for possible exchanges. Move 14, bc, 2, rad 8. Carlsen develops his bishop to c2, aiming at the h7 pawn and potential tactical threats. Nakamura centralizes his rook on the d-file. The pieces are positioned for a potential explosion. Move 15 and 2 qc8. Carlsen's knight joins the fray, eyeing a strong outpost. Nakamura moves his queen to c8, aligning it with his rook and bishop. Move 16, h5, f8. Carlsen places his queen on h5, targeting the h7 pawn and preparing for potential kingside attacks. Nakamura brings his rook to e8, supporting his e5 pawn and preparing for defense. Move 17, rad 1 n7 g6. Carlsen doubles his rooks on the d-file, increasing pressure on black's center. Nakamura repositions his knight to g6, aiming to challenge white's queen and bishop. Move 18, bg3 c4. Carlsen moves his bishop to g3, aligning it with the queen for potential attacks. Nakamura advances c4, attacking white's bishop and gaining space on the queen side. Move 19, nf1 and 3. Carlsen moves his knight to f1, defending key squares and preparing to reroute it. Nakamura advances his knight to d3, attacking white's bishop and gaining a strong central presence. Move 20, bx d3, cx d3. Carlsen captures the knight, leading to a pawn exchange on d3. The position is razor sharp. Endgame Brilliance. Move 21, rx d3, rc4. Carlsen captures the d3 pawn with his rook, gaining an active position. Nakamura responds with an exchange of rooks and then captures the e4 pawn with his bishop, centralizing it. Move 22, rc4, back c4. Carlsen exchanges rooks on e4, leaving his pieces in strong positions. Nakamura's bishop takes control of the central square. Move 23, Ard, 4 b7. Carlsen doubles his rooks on the d-file again, targeting black's weak d6 pawn. Nakamura moves his bishop to b7, maintaining pressure on the long diagonal. Move 24, qd1 h6. Carlsen's queen returns to d1, solidifying his control. Nakamura plays h6, preventing any back rank threats and preparing for the endgame. Move 25, rx d6, rx d6. Carlsen captures the d6 pawn with his rook, winning material and simplifying the position. Nakamura recaptures with his rook. Move 26, cooks d6, kh7. Carlsen takes the d6 rook with his queen, gaining a decisive material advantage. Nakamura moves his king to h7, avoiding immediate threats. Final moves. Move 27. Ni 3 key 8. Carlsen advances his knight to e3, centralizing it and preparing for the final push. Nakamura moves his queen to e8, looking for counterplay. Move 28, qd 4 qc6. Carlsen's queen lands on d4, threatening the g7 pawn. Nakamura defends with qc6. Move 29, f3 q6. Carlsen pushes f3, solidifying his center. Nakamura responds with key 6, looking for counterplay. Move 30, b3, ni 7. Carlsen pushes b3, preparing to advance his queenside pawns. Nakamura repositions his knight to e7, defending key squares. Move 31, qd3 plus qg6. Carlsen's queen returns to d3, delivering a check. Nakamura defends with qg6. Move 32, qxe6 plus kxg6. Carlsen simplifies the position with a queen exchange on g6, leading to a king and pawn endgame. Move 33, kf2 and 5. Carlsen advances his king to f2, centralizing it for the endgame. Nakamura repositions his knight to d5. Move 34 and 1f6. Carlsen repositions his knight to d1, targeting key squares. Nakamura pushes f6, preparing for the endgame. Move 35, k2, kf7. Carlsen centralizes his king with k2. Nakamura moves his king to f7, preparing to defend. Move 36, kd3, k6. Carlsen's king advances to d3. Nakamura responds with k6, continuing the endgame maneuvering. Move 37, kd4, n7. Carlsen continues to centralize his king. Nakamura repositions his knight to e7, defending key squares. Move 38, kc5, kd7. Carlsen's king moves to c5, gaining space. Nakamura's king returns to d7. Move 39, knee 3 h5. Carlsen repositions his knight to e3. Nakamura pushes h5, looking for counterplay. Move 40, c4, bxc4. Carlsen pushes c4, attacking black's queenside pawns. Nakamura responds with bxc4. Move 41, bxc4 g5. Carlsen recaptures with bxc4. Nakamura advances g5, aiming to create counterplay. Move 42, kb6, bc6. Carlsen moves his king to b6, targeting the c6 square. Nakamura defends with bc6. Move 43, b1h4. Carlsen maneuvers his bishop to e1, targeting the kingside pawns. Nakamura advances h4. Move 44, h3, eng6. Carlsen responds with h3, solidifying his position. Nakamura repositions his knight to g6. Move 45, bc3 f5. Carlsen centralizes his bishop with bc3. Nakamura advances f5. Move 46, nx f5, nef4. Carlsen captures the f5 pawn with his knight. Nakamura repositions his knight to f4. Move 47, knee 3 bar 4. Carlsen maneuvers his knight back to e3, centralizing it and preparing for the final push. Nakamura moves his bishop to a4, trying to create some counterplay by targeting white's queenside pawns. Move 48, bf6, knee 6. Carlsen's bishop moves to f6, adding pressure and centralizing his control. Nakamura repositions his knight to e6, preparing to defend against white's advancing pieces. Move 49. Kexa 6, kd6. Carlsen's king captures the a6 pawn, further solidifying his material advantage. Nakamura brings his king to d6, trying to centralize and defend. Move 50, kb6, bc6. Conclusion. Carlsen's king advances to b6, targeting the c6 square. Nakamura's bishop moves back to c6, trying to block white's pawn advancements. In this thrilling encounter, Carlsen's relentless pressure and strategic prowess outmaneuver Nakamura's defenses. From the opening gambits to the tense endgame, Carlsen demonstrated why he is a world champion, showcasing his tactical brilliance and endgame mastery. The Norway Chess Tournament continues to provide us with exciting games and unforgettable moments. Stay tuned for more updates and insights into the world of professional chess.